Welcome back to Next Bike World, your go-to destination for the hottest updates, in-depth reviews, and insider scoops on the latest bikes shaking up the two-wheeled universe. Today, we're throwing the spotlight on a legend reprint of the 2026 Honda NX650 Retro Scrambler. Yes, Honda has officially revived one of its most beloved dual-sport machines, this time with the retro twist and scrambler DNA, all while keeping the spirit of the original NX650 Dominator alive. So buckle up, or rather, gear up, because we're diving deep into everything that makes this retro beast a must-watch for adventure seekers, urban commuters, and vintage motorcycle lovers alike. Let's start with what makes this motorcycle such a big deal. Back in the late 80s and early 90s, the Honda NX650 Dominator became an icon in the world of dual-sport bikes. It had the heart of a dirt bike with just enough street cred to make it usable for daily rides. Fast forward to 2026, and Honda has taken that original recipe and added some modern spice. The new NX650 Retro Scrambler pays homage to its roots with vintage styling, but under the tank, it's a thoroughly modern machine. At the core of the 2026 NX650 is a revamped 644cc air-cooled, single-cylinder engine, optimized for both torque and fuel efficiency. This SAC 4-stroke engine delivers around 45 horsepower and 47 Nm of torque, providing a hearty mid-range punch that's perfect for both city cruising and off-road exploration. The fueling is managed by a modern fuel injection system tuned for linear throttle response, while the 5-speed gearbox keeps things simple and raw, just like the original. What's fascinating is how Honda has managed to make the bike Euro 5 Plus compliant without losing the old-school thump. There's a newly designed exhaust system with a high-mounted scrambler-style muffler, wrapped in heat shields and finished in brushed steel. It gives the NX650 that signature scrambler growl while meeting modern emission norms. The bike feels alive under you, vibrant, raw, and analog in the best possible way. And let's talk about the chassis. The NX650 Retro Scrambler features a semi-double cradle steel frame, tweaked for improved rigidity and off-road agility. The suspension setup includes a 43mm telescopic fork up front with 220mm of travel, and a ProLink rear monoshock offering 210mm of travel. This isn't a hardcore enduro bike, but it'll handle dirt trails, rocky paths, and even a bit of sand with confidence. Ground clearance sits at around 240mm, giving it a strong dual-purpose identity. Braking is handled by a single 320mm front disc with a dual-piston caliper and a 240mm rear disc, backed by dual-channel ABS with the option to switch off the rear ABS for off-road control. The wire-spoke wheels measure 19 inches at the front and 17 inches at the rear, wrapped in dual-purpose tires that strike a balance between tarmac grip and off-road bite. When it comes to design, the 2026 NX650 is an absolute stunner. Honda didn't just throw on a few retro cues, they went all in. From the round LED headlamp with a protective grille to the sculpted fuel tank with neat indents, this bike screams classic scrambler. The tank comes in rich color options like matte canyon red, vintage blue metallic, and desert tan, each paired with contrasting stripe graphics and the iconic winged Honda badge. The bench seat is long, flat, and comfortable, wrapped in premium brown leather look material that adds an upscale retro touch. A minimalist tail section, high-mounted front fender, and engine bash plate complete the rugged look. The bike's proportions are just right and not too bulky for city use, and not too petite for light trails. The instrument cluster is a single round digital LCD pod, retro in shape but modern in functionality. It displays speed, RPM, gear position, fuel level, a trip computer, and even a basic navigation indicator when paired with your smartphone via Honda Ride Sync. It's a clean interface that doesn't overwhelm you with tech, staying true to the bike's analog soul. Speaking of electronics, Honda has kept things delightfully minimal. There's no traction control, no ride modes, and no cruise control. What you get is a bike that relies on your skill and instincts, as something purists will absolutely love. However, there is a handy USB-C port hidden under the seat for charging devices, and optional heated grips are available as accessories. Comfort-wise, the upright riding position, wide handlebars, and mid-set pegs make for a relaxed stance that works well for both commuting and weekend escapes. The seat height is a manageable 830 mm, and the bike weighs in at around 178 kilograms dry, or just under 190 kilograms wet, making it approachable for newer riders while still having enough heft for stability on the road. Fuel capacity is 13.5 liters, which may not seem huge, but thanks to Honda's fuel-efficient tuning, you can expect a real-world range of 250 to 300 kilometers per tank. It's not a touring machine by nature, but it'll happily take you off the grid for a day or two without much fuss. Now let's talk pricing. Honda has positioned the NX650 Retro Scrambler at an MSRP of around $8,499. That's a sweet spot in the market, undercutting some premium European scramblers while offering more character than many commuter-focused dual sports. For that price, you're getting genuine retro appeal, Honda reliability, and the versatility to do more than just ride from point A to B. And if you're into personalization, Honda's got you covered. A wide array of genuine accessories will be available at launch, including luggage racks, soft panniers, rally-style windshields, off-road footbags, and even a custom number plate mount for that extra vintage flair. You can really make this bike your own, whether your style leans more toward Café Tilde copyright racer cool or desert adventurer ruggedness. Now here's what sets the 2026 NX650 apart from the rest. It's not just a retro bike with a flashy paint job. It's a purpose-built machine with real off-road chops, a strong commuter-friendly heart, and that rare analog personality that's quickly vanishing in today's tech-heavy motorcycle world. It's fun, simple, and soulful, just like motorcycles used to be. In a sea of overly complex machines with touch screens and 10 ride modes, the NX650 is refreshingly raw. It doesn't pretend to be the fastest or most powerful, but it doesn't have to. It connects you to the road and the trail in a way few modern bikes do. That alone makes it a standout in 2026. So who is this bike for? It's perfect for young riders looking for a stylish, versatile first big bike. It's also ideal for experienced motorcyclists craving a no-nonsense second bike that's lighter, simpler, and just plain fun. And of course, it's a dream come true for Scrambler fans and retro enthusiasts who want classic looks without sacrificing reliability or usability. To sum it up, the 2026 Honda NX650 Retro Scrambler is more than just a nostalgia project. It's a statement that motorcycles don't have to be overloaded with tech to be thrilling, a statement that timeless design and dependable performance still matter, and a reminder that sometimes the best adventures start where the pavement ends. If you're thinking about getting your hands on one, now's the time to start talking to your local Honda dealer. This bike is expected to hit showrooms in late Q4 of 2025, and with the buzz it's generating, it might not stay on the floors for long. That wraps up our deep dive into the 2026 Honda NX650 Retro Scrambler. If you enjoyed this review, hit that like button, subscribe for more in-depth reviews, and ring the bell icon so you never miss an update from Next Bike World. Got questions or thoughts about the NX650? Drop them in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Until next time, ride safe, stay curious, and keep the rubber side down.